So first of all, tell us, what are you doing here today in Pennsylvania?
Well, Pennsylvania is going to decide this presidential election, and I think something that's so exciting this cycle and this year is the role and the power that Latinos have all across the country, but especially here in Pennsylvania. And so I'm just really excited to be able to be a part of that.
Let's talk about that, because all the attention right now, it's on us, the Latinos here in Pennsylvania. What do you have to say to the Latinos in Pennsylvania about coming out and voting and making sure that they are part of this election?
Well, we have so many different Latino communities here in Pennsylvania. My family, we're Puerto Riqueña, and I think for us it's very important to remember what Donald Trump's legacy was after Hurricane Maria in really disrespecting our islands, calling us dirty and poor, and that we don't want a leader that doesn't support Puerto Rico. But then more broadly, in terms of our broader Latino communities, our Mexicano brothers and sisters, our Colombianos, Venezolanos, and so on, that really 1 in 15 Americans live in or 1 in 15 families here are mixed status in the United States. And Trump's promises around mass deportation program to break up so many of our families, and also really helping a lot of the bosses and corporations that abuse our workers when we're just trying to earn an honest living. It's not the direction that we want for our country.
A lot has been said in the last few days about the Latino man and the Latino vote within the male community, in the Latino community. What do you tell our brothers, our Latino man, on why it's important that they come out and that they support Kamala Harris?
Well, I think to the men in our community, a proteger y defender nuestra mujeres here, because our abortion rights, our safety is on the line, the health of our families is on the line. And women, Latinas, we're strong, we're powerful, we'll stand up for ourselves, but we also need men to stand with us and to help protect everybody in our families and our communities as well.
In general, in the country as a whole, the Latino vote has gotten also a lot of attention, Nevada, Arizona, and other states. To those Latinos in those states, can you send them a message? Can you tell them the importance of supporting Kamala Harris?
Yes, I think I've had the pleasure of spending time in Nevada and Arizona as well. And for our communities, first of all, especially everywhere in the country, but especially in places like Nevada, the housing crisis is so acute. And we're having Latino families especially living 4 or 5 families under one roof in order to afford our rent or in order to afford a mortgage. And we need a president that's going to stand up to the private equity groups that are gobbling up and outbidding everyone on all of these homes. We're going to need someone that stands up for also lowering our health care costs, for standing up and keeping our families together, and that's Kamala Harris.
And finally, you transition into the economy a little bit there. Let's talk about the economy and why Kamala Harris' plan is better for us Latinos if she's elected president.
Well, across the board, again, housing is one of our biggest costs that we have, whether it's your rent or your mortgage. Kamala Harris actually has a plan to help first-time home buyers, a lot of times first and second generation families where we don't have generational wealth. My family doesn't have generational wealth, where she'll help give us a leg up in being able to purchase our first home. She's willing to stand up to a lot of the Wall Street profiteers who keep bidding and making our housing market so deeply unattainable and unaffordable. She helped make sure that insulin, the cost of insulin, where diabetes is very prevalent in our Latino community, that the cost of insulin goes down and gets capped at $35, and soon that will be rolling out to even more people. And so when it comes to the actual money that's in our pocket, while Donald Trump pretends to be a businessman, Kamala Harris actually stands up for working people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.